Vets and Bricks, Vets and Bricks.
We don't have no theme song. This is it, I guess.
Let's get the bricking. Welcome everybody to another episode of Vets and Bricks. It has been a long time since T and J have been back together. We are the fabulous duo, but we've been doing a lot of solo adventures. So we want to bring it back to our origin and do a video together. We wanted to show you that we're going to build the Mattel Brick Shop Hot Wheels. But before we get into how we discovered this, we wanted to share our vision statement. So we were invited to a podcast a couple of weeks ago, and that was going to showcase our vision statement, but that kind of fell, apart. We want to make sure that our viewers know why we're doing this, why this is important, why we are called Vets and Bricks, Veterans and Brick Enthusiasts. So we want to make sure that everybody is 100% clear of why we are doing this. So I'm going to read off our vision statement. Of course, Jay does it best, but he will kind of paraphrase for what I'm going to read verbatim. So our vision statement is: Vets and Bricks envision a vibrant community where veterans and brick enthusiasts come together to build more than sets. They build camaraderie, purpose, and connection by introducing veterans to a healthy and creative hobby and inviting brick fans to engage with the new population outside the usual circles. We strive to create a space where shared passion turns into shared support, and every brick builds strengths, both collection and community. So again, in layman terms, what every veteran and active duty member, we love hanging out with each other. I mean, that's just plain and simple. While we joined the military, when we joined the military, what we learned was we help each other. Like within each other, we build that camaraderie that cannot be touched. Once I became a civilian, that's one thing that I learned very quickly. I was in the military for 6 years, like a quick 6 years. And when I became a civilian, I learned that it was just such a difference. Like when you're in the military, we are bound to each other. We have this common mission, this common goal, and we work towards that. And it's like no matter what part of the country you're from, no matter your background, no matter the racism, sexism, whatever isms that you were brought up upon, it all washed away because we were down for each other. And I think that's one thing that when veterans become civilians, that's one thing we miss. It's like nobody understands that, So what we're trying to build with Vets and Bricks is that camaraderie. Like, hey, come back to that. Trust us, be with us. How can you survive outside of that warmth of the military community? It can still exist, and we're here for you.
That's such a strong statement, and I completely agree with that 100%, because one thing I liked about the Marines, I was raised in an area where it wasn't so diverse. But in the military, we had all these different cultures, all these different nationalities. And at the end of the day, whether you had brown, white, blue, orange, green, we were all green. We were all green. We were all brothers and sisters. We took care of each other. And that made you feel safe. It made you feel safe in the military. It made you feel safe in your community. And it's always feel good when somebody's got your six. And when I say got your six, you military guys know that means someone having your back. But it's also better when somebody got your 12 and your 6, your back and your front. Building relationships with other veterans has got me through a lot of rough times. And a lot of military veterans, when they separate from the military and they're going about their lives, a lot of military, they have a high trouble rate. And I'm going to say trouble because they have different things to where they can't, how can I put this? Because of YouTube, a lot of veterans cannot integrate themselves back in society. They can't integrate themselves back in society because they feel like no one understands. And a lot of veterans end up harming themselves or getting in trouble because they don't feel connected anymore. So what we want is we want our veterans to feel connected, because the veterans are our veterans, all veterans, okay? But that's not just to say veterans, okay? the families that support these veterans, the communities that support these veterans, the government programs, the non-government programs that support these veterans. We're inviting one all, come all, or all one, everyone comes to support this. And we're going to use this, we're going to use bricks and other situations to bring us together to make a better community and a better situation for all of us.
Great. That's what I'm talking about. So, with that said, we are going to build the Hot Wheels Maserati.
So, hey, all right. So I'm all about the Maserati. I am a car buff. I'm usually about, vets. I love Corvettes. Go America. You know what I'm saying? But I like
America.
America. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the Maserati MC20 is an awesome car. And when I saw this, I called T up. I said, "Hey T, Mattel has released their own brick shop portion of their company," and I was like, "We got to check this out." And what stuck out right away, I was like, "It's the presentation." Okay, first of all, the MC20 Maserati is an awesome car, but also they give you a lot of extra stuff that comes with it that LEGO does not, and a few things that no other brick provider does or brick company does. So they give you extra sets of rims and they give you a metal die-cast car. You remember when we was kids, they had the die-cast cars you could just roll around. So Mattel, which is also the owner of Hot Wheels, they brung bricks and Hot Wheels together, right? And that's amazing. So what me and T is gonna do, we was like, you know what? The best way to do this, outside just doing a contrast and compare from this to Legos, we're gonna build one and see how it measures up.
Absolutely. So I thought this is going to be a great episode to show not only the new Hot Wheels Brick Shop, but to show the difference between Jay and I, how we set up our builds and how we build. So Jay builds a lot quickly than I do. So this is going to be just a nice comparison of how we do things. But yes, to showcase the Hot Wheels. He loves sports cars, supercars, whatever other synonym I'm not forgetting how to mention. All I saw was a shiny toy, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's red, it's beautiful, I got to have it." And he started getting to the technicality. It's like, this is beautiful. I want to build it. I want to get my hands on it, and I want to build it.
Oh no, this is crazy. I didn't notice this. The doors goes up. I didn't even notice on the back.
Suicide doors.
Yeah, suicide doors, scissor doors. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I have not built a Lego yet that the doors come up or the doors come off. So yeah, we're finna get into this build.
Yeah, so
it's gonna be awesome. Let's
so what is it? It is so 250 pieces. So this would be a piece of cake.
That's why we're gonna build this in front of you guys. This is only 250 pieces, but for me and T, this is kind of like light work, right? And you can get this at your local Walmart, or you can get them online. That's another thing we should discuss. Let's talk about pricing. Right? So most Lego cars or Lego Speed Champ sets, well, I have a lot of Lego Speed Champs sets, and so does T. And you saw that in a lot of her builds. But I'm gonna tell you something that's kind of like crushing Lego. They're giving you this, or you buying this at like $6 less or more, depending on where you go. So when I went and bought this set, it was $19.99. Lego Speed Champs range anywhere from, let's say, $26 to $50. And sometimes that's for one car, and sometimes Lego will be nice and throw you two cars, but that's still way more expensive. So I'm like, Mattel is really doing a concerted effort to be on the heels of Lego, right? And so as you see that I'm unboxing this and how we set this up, see the die-cast car? That is amazing. So I'm supposed to be setting my build, but I want to play with this die-cast car right now. So I'm gonna move this aside and go. And it's actually a nice car. I like this. That's sick. Put the car aside. Squirrel.
Yeah, so I'm digging this instruction booklet. So yeah, instruction booklets are a must. It's hefty. I love the what's that called? The spine. I love the spine of it. Yeah, it's promising.
And look at this. Wow. I like that.
Oh, I see stickers.
They put thought into that. They put a lot of thought into that.
Oh, yeah, there's like a timeline.
Yeah, they give you a timeline.
2020.
So, right. So I'm a sports car enthusiast, race car, hypercar enthusiast. Vets for vets. But you know, they got the whole life cycle of the car. The car did debut in 2020. I remember that because I was all excited about it.
That's not that new. That's not that long ago.
It's not that long ago, but see, what happened is Maserati did a campaign to launch a new vehicle platform built from the ground up. And I remember when this came out because I was actually thinking about getting this over my current 2024 Z06, but Z06 rules. Nothing beats the Z06. But you know, this car is sick, right? So that's interesting how they put the timeline in the history. They actually put everything that went on and how the car changed throughout the different iterations. So that's good for all our Maserati enthusiasts. Let's see. Okay. So first off, T, do you see any? I don't see any numbers on the bags. Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. But okay. Oh, see, they don't. Oh, okay. That's how they did it. Okay.
Oh, look at the tires. Look at those ridges. That detail.
You know what's cool about the tires? They got the tires pre-assembled. On Speed Champs, we have to actually put the rim on the tire. So they're setting themselves apart in a lot of different ways already. Bag one, y'all know how I like to count. You know, bag one, bag two, bag three, all the way up to 6 bags. That's not hard at all. Let's see what
So
we
this
got
is, yeah, I'm just looking at the instruction booklet again. So this is an Italian car, right?
Yep, Maserati is Italian.
So it jumps from 2020 to 2023. So what are they talking about? It's like, I don't speak Italian. That's Italian.
They put it in Italian, they didn't put it in English?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, 2020 just says dubbed the Italian supercar. The MC20 is built for the track and open road. This mid-engine sports car is the first Maserati with a carbon fiber monoskew, ensuring the incredible power-to-weight ratio. Designed and made 100% in Medea. This is the Maserati of the new era. So that says 2020. Hooray. But then it goes to 2023. And I can't read that. It's freaking Italian.
Well, so here's a little backstory, then we're going to get into the build. The Maserati had a carbon fiber tub, which was like braking technology. They went to a V6, and they changed a few things in the engine, right? For all you car buffs out there. But you know what, though? As much as I can sit up here and talk about cars all day, we're not here to talk about the car. We're here to talk about bricks, right? So we're going to build this out, and then we get to play with our cars. So.
Oh, but you're going to love this. Like when you get, it says the minds behind the wheel. It has 2 different people.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
the engineering behind the car.
You're gonna love
Yeah,
that.
so I'm into nerdy stuff, so the engineering behind the car is awesome for me. But I don't expect some of you guys or ladies to be interested in that. But
You can't go, man, red. Remember there was like a fable about red and having your insurance increase because your car is red. Is that true?
That's actually true. So, back in the day, and I think they still do it, pending the make and model of your vehicle. So if your car was red, you automatically had a higher insurance. And if your car had a sunroof or a moonroof, your car was more expensive. And also, of course, your car, you know, it depends on, like, your insurance depends on your age. Because we know when we're young, we love to speed. Love to speed.
Okay.
So it's saying take out bag 1 and 2 at
Yeah,
the same
1
time.
and 2. That's interesting.
That's interesting. I've never seen that before either.
Yeah. And it's like each manufacturer have their own brand of the Lego tool or the brick tool on how to undo your mistakes. So this is what Mattel's look like. It even looks like an engineering manifesto, right?
Manifesto.
Dear engineers.
Dear engineers, we
This
want
is
you to
what I'm
know
doing, what
we
I'm
are
doing.
here to do.
All right, let's get this started.
So I can kind of tell this car is already gonna be a little bit smaller. The frame is a little thinner than some of the Speed Champ stuff on Lego, but let's see what happens.
Okay, and while we're building, our topic of discussion is our vision, how we're gonna help veterans, become part of our network and reach out and be like, hey, I want to brick with y'all. I want to get a healthy hobby. I'm tired of just drinking and being in solitude, but but I want to do something. I want to get a healthy hobby,
And we're not saying all veterans drink, but one thing about being in the military, it was she does. But one thing about that's so funny. Veterans bars. I mean, veterans spend a lot of times spending their time together after working 8, 12, 16 hours, even sometimes days together. The first thing you do is you go sit down with your friend, your fellow veteran, and you go drink and talk about what happened. And that's where the camaraderie comes in at. That's how you get really, really close to a person. Especially considering the Marines, which was actually founded in the tavern, in the Ton Tavern in 1776. If I'm not saying that correctly, please correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's very interesting, the backgrounds on that.
Yeah, so I know when I was, we all have our certain stories. We have, individual stories, but my story, right out of basic, like right out of training school, I went from Texas to England, Fairford, England. Like that was my first base. And the way we welcomed new recruits or new airmen was to take them to the tavern, because in England, like 16 was the drinking age. So we took them down to the tavern, introduced them to drinking, and that just became a way of life. And my mother, I talked to my mother almost every day. And this was before, cell phones was a big thing. So long distance calls were still very expensive. And I used to call my mom all the time. And my phone bill was quite sufficient. But she used to be like, are you an alcoholic? And so she would have like this, she was so concerned. But if you live in the culture, you're like, no, I'm not. Because you're just engulfed in it. You're like, no, I'm not an alcoholic. All we do is, have fun, drink, and we're still functional. The most important part of that is like you're still functional, so you don't think there's anything wrong. But, of course, her being on the outside, she's like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay.
And I tell you, I kind of understand what you mean by that, because my mother does not tolerate or does not like drinking at all. Oh, you drink one beer, there's a problem. She's very strict on that. So it's a way, for all our drinkers out there, it's a way to drink responsibly. Mm-hmm. I'm going to throw that out there. All right. And I'm going to be honest, you can't get a DUI on your couch. All right. You know what I'm saying? Be around people you trust, be mindful. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's nothing wrong with having a good time, but we all want to have a good time responsibly, so we can keep having good times. Mm-hmm. Right.
Right, and that's what we're harping on. We're like, we know, like, we're not here to be an after school special. Mm-hmm. Like, we know we like to have fun, and nobody's gonna tell me I can't have fun. But it's all about being responsible, right? It's like make sure that you are not getting a DUI, you're not ruining your friendships, you're not ruining your relationships, but you're having fun and still be a responsible adult. That's all we're saying.
Indeed. And it don't have to be, your camaraderie, the way you don't have to be always drinks. Y'all can sit around and, I don't know, play Scrabble, play cards. The biggest thing is just hanging around with your family. Mm-hmm. Hanging around with your family, having a good time. I like, personally, which is a big thing in everybody know I kind of like went to chef school and all that good stuff, but I like grill talk. I like to talk around the grill. I like to do a lot of grill stuff. Good times. I think the best times in life is around the grill. That smell, it's beautiful outside. But I'll be honest, I grill all times of the year. I don't care what's going on. I just love the smell and the stuff on the grill. I'll grill anything.
Yeah. We just got done grilling. We smell like grill food.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, living in Chicago, I mean, it's something that you have to do. It's like you can't wait for the springtime and the off seasons. It's like you have to learn how to grill when the opportunity presents itself. And yes, Jabari J is a master grill. God love his food. His food is so good.
And good. Hey, look, and if you guys like, one day maybe we can host something about. We can all grill together. We can meet at a park. I have a huge park across the street from my house. We take out the grills, take out some bricks, play some music. For those of us who drink, have a few beers. Or for those of us who don't drink, have some refreshing beverages, and we can just have a good time. We can brick and just play some music and live it up.